This old rich woman hired a young gigolo to make her husband jealous, but to her surprise, the rich man also hired a beautiful woman. When Steve began to undress, she stopped him cold. "I'm paying you to pretend to be my lover, nothing more." The next day, they arrived together at a friend's birthday party. The host, Hunter, greeted them warmly, but the mood shifted when Matthew entered with a strikingly beautiful woman named Irene. Trying to provoke a reaction, Haley pulled Steve closer and pretended to be intimate, but Matthew didn't seem bothered. Instead, he approached them with a smirk. Frustrated, Haley introduced Steve as her boyfriend and mockingly asked if Irene was Matthew's nurse. Actually, Irene replied smoothly, "I'm his girlfriend." Haley was left speechless as the two flirted openly in front of her. When Irene stepped away, Steve followed and confessed he was only hired to make Matthew jealous. To his surprise, Irene laughed. "I was hired too," she admitted, "but it's obvious they still love each other." She came up with a plan. While Irene distracted a waiter, Steve quietly switched the place cards. That evening, as dinner grew tense, Steve, seated across from Matthew, slipped off his shoe and brushed Matthew's leg under the table. Thinking it was Haley, Matthew grew flustered. Just as he tried to look, Irene cleverly interrupted and excused herself. Then Hunter played Matthew and Haley's wedding song. Memories flooded back. Matthew stood and asked Haley to dance. For a few moments, they swayed together until old arguments resurfaced, and they parted angrily. As Haley paid Steve, he whispered, "Matthew hired Irene, just like you hired me." At the same moment, Irene told Matthew, she did all this because she still cares. Realization dawned. Haley rushed to Matthew. Pride gave way to laughter, then understanding. They had both played the same silly game. In the end, all four joined together on the dance floor, no longer performers in a plot, but partners in reconciliation, finally moving to the same rhythm.